Hey there, everybody. This is the Hell Dragon, and I just found a fanfic that I think we should read. And listening with me tonight is Fastest Thing Alive.
Howdy, howdy, hey.
And Tom64.
Sup, bitches.
That's a great way to start things. All right. This one is called Uh-Oh Spagettio, and it is a Smallville fanfiction. It is very obviously a troll, but it still sounds funny, so I'm going to read it anyway. Disclaimer. Don't own them. I'll put them back where they were. Don't sue. Why, hello. This story is fine, and fine again. Yippee. It's about Clark Kent losing his double Bacterian camel. Uh-oh.
What the hell is a double Bacterian camel?
Good fucking question.
Let him read, damn it.
Chapter 1. This is only one chapter, by the way. It was a fine day, sun in the sky, birds in the sky, even airplanes were in the sky today, which was super. Because it was cold, Clark would have to ultra-super-duper cajolingly rush back inside and fetch his scarf. Although he loved his scarf, made for him by the teapot, very much he would be such an annoying task to fulfill. So off skipped Clark to school. When he arrived, Pete leapt over the desk and kissed Clark on both cheeks and knelt down and even kissed Clark's shining black shoes. "Hello, pet," said Clark in his brand new Northern English accent, which he adopted from masturbating over Deirdre and Coronation Sheet for a month, and sat down, emptying his makeup onto his desk, with Pete kneeling next to him, watching and learning from his super master. "Blush? Check," muttered Clark to himself as he picked up each piece of equipment. "Mascara? Check. Lipstick? Check. Eyeshadow? Check. Double Bacterian camel." Clark paused here and looked in his bag. There was nothing in there. "Where's my double Bacterian camel?" shouted Clark desperately, looking around for someone to say, "Ha ha, gotcha, Clark, here it is."
What
but
the
no one
hell?
did. Pete noticed the horrible glint of fear in Clark's eyes, which he had never seen before. Clark wasn't supposed to be afraid of anything. Not nothing, but he was. And Pete wet himself and belly flopped home, shouting, "Verbatim! Verbatim! Verbatim-dum!" At that moment, Chloe walked in, smiling hysterically, which had become permanent since she got over Clark, and said through clenched teeth, "Clark, what's wrong?" But Clark had already gone into a form of emotion only known as rage. He was smashing up the classroom and everyone and singing it. Bam, wham, sock, shoe. DC noises don't make sense. Yes, they do. Okay, then. So am I. Okay. And in a second, everyone was dead, and Clark was doing his makeup, preparing to search the world. He was just about to go when he remembered he might have to search in the Antarctica, and he was so nippy. So he ultra-super-duper cajolingly rushed back home and got his pretty little pink scarf and set off. He was right. He did have to search in the Antarctica, and he was right about it being a bit nippy, too. It was a bit nippy. Clark knocked on an Eskimo's door and waited. A little man opened up and told him that he had seen a double Bacterian camel just north of the Shire, but he had turned evil. Clark cried. His little Cherokee, all grown up and evil. When he was done crying, he skipped to the Shire and found his double Bacterian camel had grown to the size of a house and was made of iron. Huge metal claws swung at random things such as trees, farms, rocks, banks. Although Clark Kent loved his double Bacterian camel, he had to stop him. So with a raw, Clark clucked up at the double Bacterian camel's face and tore it off. With no face, the double Bacterian camel was blind and ran around crazily. Clark punched the double Bacterian camel in the chest and made a hole. His poor Cherokee fell to the floor, screaming his mechanical song, and died.
What the
Clark
fuck?
ran for a while doing various things, sleeping, crying, sleeping, eating, etc., and then went home and made sweet, sweet love to that Lana fell. Yippee, the end! By Harry Sinclair, a god in the making.
Well, alrighty then.
Just a few things wrong with that. Why did Superman...
Really? Why don't you tell me?
Why did Superman tear the face off that fucking animal, that camel for? When has Superman ever ripped the face of anyone?
When he's a badass, that's when.
Make sweet love to that Lana fellow.
Yippee.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Like I said before, obviously a troll, but hey, I think you all are a little better off by hearing that.
Wait a minute, why was it called Uh-Oh Spaghettios? That wasn't a
don't
single
know.
piece of spaghetti. I love the fact that under the genre, it's got humor / tragedy.
I'm going to be anal about this fanfic I just found. Fact 1. Well, that's all I had to say about that. Thank you for joining me as we read this thing. Thanks to my audience for listening in, and shoot me now.
Bye.
Jism mop.
Is it done?
Oh yeah.